it was funny. My brother was telling me the other day, he came across my YouTube and he was like, "Oh, it's so funny you have like this is your Faith Pawlowski." And I never thought about that being actually funny, but it is kind of cute. Um, okay, guys, I love God. I want to talk about America. So, as you all may know, there are like different fights going on in the war. Okay, so the Blessed Mother appeared to, oh my gosh, I'm so bad with this stuff. I think it was Saint Bernadette or one of the, anyway, so she's like telling them to pray the rosary. And I feel like that's something that we all need to do, if not one, more than one. We live in very crazy times. It's not just wars or whatever. There is so much sin going on in this world. There's so many people committing suicide. There's just so much bad stuff. And I'm not here to like talk about all the bad stuff tonight, but I think that what we need to do is pray more. I, myself included, everyone can always use prayer. People, like, if you're praying for someone, what is wrong with this lighting? But like prayer is so important in someone's life. I know when people pray for me, it's like my love language. Like I just completely love it. So I was going to say, so I've been saying the rosary and I've been praying it for wars to end, for, peace, different things like that. And it's not that God doesn't hear our prayers. Okay. So we talked about this last time to where God has a bigger plan for what's going on in the world, in your life, everywhere. And, I think if it takes breaking someone, not literally like mentally or anything, just like breaking their life or something. And if it means breaking their life to bring them back to God, then God's going to do that because God loves us. And I believe so much in the power of prayer. And I believe that, it's not just a way to like wire things up to God. Like he hears our prayers. So I just want to talk about that. And then I wanted to talk about, this is kind of funny. I was driving my car today and I was singing this song by, hi Luke, welcome. I was singing the song by, what is his name? Toby Keith. Okay, so hi Steven Salter. I like your last name. But it was by Toby Keith and I'll just sing it. It goes, I'm just trying to be a father, raise a daughter and a son, be a lover to the mother, everything to everyone, anyway, so I'm singing this song and it was just so terrifying. I'm not scared of cops. It was just like mentally like, oh my gosh, this cop was like right on the side of me and I'm singing and I'm thinking like, this cop is seeing everything I'm like doing out my window and letting go of the wheel or just different things. I'm actually a very safe driver, but, hi Chinese baby. Okay. So back to the story. So I'm driving and he kept following me on the side and then he turned off and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. So the other day, guys, I kid you not, there was a cop in front of me and a cop behind me. And I'm just like, am I going to jail? Like it was so terrifying, but I knew the cop was with me and that I was okay. And it was kind of crazy. Anyway, so my point is I started singing and, and I started singing that song by, okay, I don't even know what you guys are saying anymore. I'm not even going to look at the comments. There, that lighting's a little bit better. My phone, you can't see it, but my phone is actually cracked on my end. So like everything is crazy. Crazy Easter Emmett, hooray. That's from Bugs Bunny. Anyway, so I started singing that song by, Lee Greenwood, God Bless the USA. And it's actually fitting because it's in the background, the flag. But, I think I'm going to sing that song sitting down. I would stand up, but that'll be crazy because I don't know. But let me let me know what you think after you hear it. All right, hold on. If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my life. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you I forgot this part. And defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Okay, that took absolutely everyone to sing that song. So you guys better enjoy it. Okay, a little off the subject, but moment of truth. I forgot what her name is, like Sheilon or something. Sheilon Woods. She literally played in Felicity, which is like an American Girl, and she's like young, dude. She's like, I don't know how old she is. She's not that much older than me, and it's like a 2005 or something. It's super cute. I have never seen that movie. I read the books when I was like a kid. Okay, so kind of talking about America. What are you guys' thoughts on this, like, front end? Like, what do you think should happen to... So I'm not one for politics, but I feel like we just need to pray. And I'm not saying don't do your part or anything, but, like, if you're not a soldier or you... Am I reading the comments? I don't know, am I? But like, it's almost like a nightmare out there right now. And it's just like not safe. Like, I don't know. You know, there's all those TikToks that are like, it's the end of the world. It's interesting because it could be the end of the world. You never know. Like, God said we wouldn't know when it was going to end, and it comes when you least expect it and all that stuff. But Okay, so last time, it's really weird because there's so many weird people on here commenting and people that are just, I don't know what the word is. And I kid you not, I had this person comment on my page, on my video the other day. And they're like, what did they say? They said to pray for their dad because their dad was in jail. And I did. But like, then I was watching it like, I don't know, a couple days later, and I'm like, was he even serious? It's crazy. Some people like mock God, and God is not mocked, so I don't know. But yeah, it's redonkulous. So serious question for you guys. How are your summers going? Like, it's almost technically the end of summer, well, like next month. So actually we have a whole month of summer left, which is exciting because I don't know. I didn't do like anything in the summer except for work, and it always seems to be that way. I did do a couple things, but like I need to go to the beach still, and I need to, I don't know, just what summer is. One thing I love doing in summer is to go on like walks. So where I live, we have 9 acres, and I love to go on walks in the woods or like around the woods and just chill. Especially at night when all the like cicadas and things come out, it's like so cool. But I have to go pretty soon because tomorrow's Sunday and I got to get up for church. And I nowadays need like 9 hours of sleep. I'm not joking. If I don't get like 9 hours of sleep, I'm a zombie. So I go to this place the other day and this girl's talking to the person I was with, and I'm like falling asleep and falling asleep and falling asleep. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I think I ended up getting Starbucks. But yeah. And then I wanted to bring up, because I know there's different people every time I have this talk that come on from different places, which is awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are the reason I make these videos. Truly. But I wanted to talk about the fact of, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but the fact of having bad days and the fact of weeping or crying. I don't know what the difference is. But I, for one, have always had problems with, well, not when I was little. Like, when you're little, you just cry. You know what I mean? But I would always be like, something's wrong with me if I have to cry. And if it sounds familiar to you guys, like, just don't do that. Because crying is natural, and sometimes it can be a lot, sometimes it can be a little bit, but truth be told, like, if something happens in your life and you feel like you need to cry about it, just cry. Because what's holding you back? Like, okay, I'll tell a story real quick. And then I might go. My dad had Alzheimer's, and there was a time where he was doing really, really bad. And I just, like, his aorta blew out. Like, he was going to die, basically. And he didn't, but I was in a stage where I just would hold back emotions, tears, everything, really. And I was talking to, I told the story last time, but I was talking to a priest, and he told me, like, it is okay to cry. And I never really heard that from anyone before. And I was just like, and then I started crying. But it's just true. And one thing that can help us is Jesus cried. Like, it says in the Bible, Jesus wept. And he wept because Lazarus was dead. Lazarus was his friend. In fact, I'll have to look this up, but I think Lazarus was actually related to Jesus. I'm not really sure. But he died before Jesus got there to heal him. And it's interesting because Jesus still cried. He wept because he was, I think that's not the only time he wept actually in the Bible. I'm gonna have to start reading the Bible again. But he like was crying, and then Mary, I think Martha came down, or Mary, and was like, if you were here, he would have lived. And then he says, I'm the resurrection and the life. And he heals, or he raises Lazarus from the dead. The interesting thing about this is like he wept even though he knew that Lazarus would come back to life. Like, I just think that's so interesting because like it just shows that he's human, but it also shows that he's compassionate, you know, and if he can weep for something that, you know, he knows is going to be fine, he can seriously help you. And because that's mind-blowing for me too. Also, I want to talk real quick about that Elon Musk thing, how somebody like how he, or you know, one of his people put a chip in that guy's brain. I have to admit, when I saw that, I was terrified. Like, that is so scary. And I think he actually liked it, but like, oh my gosh, it seems a little crazy. And then I want to finish with God, of course, but just being thankful for different things that are bestowed upon us. Of course, I don't know all your stories and I don't know your background or anything. I believe that we can all be thankful for something, whether it's food or water or running water, or if you listen, you can hear the cicadas outside. I can. I don't know if you guys can. But there's always something to be thankful for. There really is. There's just so much to be thankful for. And with that, I am thankful for all of you. And I suggest that you guys think of something that you're thankful for. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Like, mine would be, I'm thankful I'm in clean air. Like, you know, some people don't have that. They really don't. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And God bless.